Good morning, St. Thomas. Our memory verse this week from Psalm 82 is as direct as any verse from the Bible can be. One of the themes throughout the Bible, but particularly in the Old Testament, is that of treating the poor and the weak fairly, not taking advantage of those who are disadvantaged or poor or weak or injured or outcast or oppressed, but in fact bringing them justice, doing for them what they cannot do for themselves. Why is this? It's because the people of Israel had been enslaved in Egypt. They had been mistreated and oppressed for 400 years before being led out of slavery, out of captivity by Moses and eventually by Joshua into the promised land. Always, the people of God, the people of Israel, were reminded to treat other people fairly, to rescue those who were being treated unfairly, to bring justice where there was none. So this verse 4 of Psalm 82, deliver the outcast and the poor, save them from the hand of the ungodly. Another way of saying the first part of that verse, rescue the weak and the needy. These words in Psalm 82 are directed mostly to the leaders of the people, because the leaders should be particularly concerned with the oppressed, with the outcast, with the weak, with the needy, because the leaders are responsible for caring for their people. This verse is applicable to us today. We too should be looking out for the weak and the poor and making sure they're not mistreated or treated unjustly. But even beyond that, we need to be having eyes to see needs and figuring out ways that we can help those who are in need. Why? Because we, human beings, all people, are people who are in need of God's grace and forgiveness, who are in need of things that we cannot do and provide for ourselves. I was on a bike ride on the bike trail and blew out a tire. I didn't know how to fix my own tire, and a nice bike rider came by, stopped, offered me help, and showed me how to do what I wished I'd known how to do myself. It was a little embarrassing, but he was able to give me help because I was in need. That's a very simple and mundane example of somebody helping someone else in need. How can you help? How can we help those who are in need? Let me bring to your attention just one way that we can help people in need during this time of pandemic and unemployment and economic distress in our communities. The Christian Service Community Center, the Christian Community Service Center, CCSC, is an organization that sets out to help those in need, particularly those in food shortage need at these times. And St. Thomas Church is having another of their regular food drives on Saturday, January the 30th, from 12 p.m. to 2 in the afternoon. 2 hours of collecting food in bags or boxes, anything that can be added to the food bank to help provide for those who are in food need this time. So I would encourage you, drive by the church, come by through the Endicott gate, drop off canned food, dry goods, even fresh produce, because that can be quickly turned over to those who are in need. Any sort of food, but particularly canned goods and dry fruit and beans and things like that. This is a way that we can help provide for the food needs of those in our communities. But we all should be looking for ways to rescue the weak and the needy, the hungry, the poor, the outcast, the oppressed. This is God's charge to us as people who have been given so much and blessed with so much in our own lives. There are times in all of our lives when we are in need of help from others. How can we help others in need? It's straightforward. It's a very direct verse. Rescue, help, deliver, bring assistance to those in need. Amen.